Staples Center, where again the game tonight between the Clippers and the Lakers postponed as the Lakers deal with this tragic loss. Reggie Miller joins us now. So does Jerry West. More than 40 years with the Lakers, now an advisor with the Clippers, and the man who on that memorable night in 1996 made a deal with the Charlotte Hornets to get Kobe Bryant in a Laker uniform. Jerry, I want to know what you saw in those, was it 2 workouts you saw of this teenage kid, Kobe Bryant, and what knocked your socks off?
Well, excuse me. Sorry.
Totally understandable, Jerry.
You know, it wasn't like this was some great discovery because people knew who he was. At that time, it wasn't in vogue to take 17-year-old kids. His agent, Arn Tellman, and I have been longtime friends. And he said, he wants to come and work out with some of these players that were going to be higher taken in a draft, everyone thought. And he goes there, and I watched this, 17 years old, and I said to myself, this is ridiculous. These kids don't even belong here. And they were 3-4 years in college. And I said, this is a waste, because I hope we don't have to draft one of those guys. When the process, there's a young man sitting beside me here that also figured into this plan. And so again, Kobe Bryant, through his agent, they were trying to direct him here to us. And our big prize, the showcase of our franchise, was going to be Shaquille O'Neal. If we could convince him to come here. At that point in time, you could not communicate because of leagues in negotiation with the players and there's lockout. So Kobe wanted to come back again and work out for us, and so Arn called me and said he's been in town here and he wants to work out. So I brought Michael Cooper in, and I think some of you people know who Michael Cooper is, one of the great defenders we've had in our league. And so we wanted him to play around with Kobe Bryant and see what it looked like. Well, after 10 minutes, I said, stop this, okay? He was embarrassing Michael, and I told Michael, I said, man, you retired soon enough. And that was the genesis of it. But spent countless days trying to trade our starting center, Vlade Divac, to create space so hopefully we could attract Shaquille. And Shaquille and I never met in person. And we developed a relationship over the phone, which was very honest. And that's the only thing I believe in when you're dealing with players. You cannot ever lie to a player. Never. And finally one day, the late Jerry Buss, we only had 2 or 3 people working for us at that point in time. And I told Shaquille, and I really remember this, I said, Shaquille, we just drafted a kid who's the best player in the draft. And I said, I know you got a lot of good players down in Orlando, but I said, we have better players here, and we have one that's going to be the best player in the league one day. Pretty bold statement to make, but to me it was obvious. Charles watching you, Dwayne watching you, Reggie watching you, Shaquille watching you, it was easy to identify. And so this process went on, and all of a sudden our dream came true. We got Shaquille O'Neal, we got Kobe Bryant. But I think the thing that probably is hardest for me is the times I spent with him when he was 17 years old at my house, constantly wanting me to go to the gym, watching him play in the summer league, and everyone was excited to see a young kid like that.
And he's having dinner at your table
And-
on nights, too.
Yes, and having dinner at my house. My son Ryan was his first best friend in town, who worked for the Lakers for a number of years. Drove him around, and to watch this relationship, but he was uniquely different. Let me tell you why he was different. And he always talked about this Mamba mentality. He didn't have to create that. It was already there. And to watch him search out information, to watch him want to find some way to get better every year. And I spent 4 years of my life watching this. And I made a trade with the Miami Heat. I traded Eddie Jones, who was an all-star player. The reason why, Kobe Bryant needed to start. I was kind of vilified about it, but best thing that ever happened. But I think the thing that resonates with me the most is his incredible career. This is a sad city right now. One person with one name, Kobe. You don't even have to mention his last name. And to see the pictures of him with his daughters, sitting at games, hugging them, to get a Christmas card from them every year, and to watch this incredible family grow and prosper. And now to see not one, but two, but three families gone. Saddest day of my life. I lost a brother in Korea, and the only thing that compares to this, to me. I don't want to ramble on very much, but I had a special relationship with him. No one knows the intimate talks I had with him. No one knows, even people who are close to him, they don't know the conversations I had with him. They don't know the conversations I had with him in Memphis when I was working in Memphis. We still communicated. And I remember when he was going to leave the Lakers, and I've never really mentioned this to anyone. He was going to come and sign with the Clippers, who I'm now involved with as a consultant. And I told him, Kobe, under no circumstances can you do this. And he was mad at everyone at the Lakers, the owner, everyone else. I said, Kobe, you can't go play with the Clippers. You can't play for that owner, period. We had 2 conversations about it. And he supposedly made a commitment to the Clippers, and after the last one we talked last time. But there's so many things that we talked about as he was just seeking information. And his parents were with him for a while. And honestly, I felt like his father for 2 years. I don't know if I can get over this. I really don't.
I can remember during the Olympics when negotiation was going on. First time I met Mr. West. My agent, Lynn Armano, says, Mr. West wants to see you. Mr. West was smooth, Kenny, when I got up there. He said, I got some good news and I got some bad news. And I said, okay, what's the bad news? He said, I can't get you the 150 you've been asking for. I said, what's the good news? He said, I can get you the 120. I said, where's the pen? And as soon as I get ready to sign, I'm telling you now, I got this young kid, and he just kept saying it. I got this, like, you know me, D, I'm trying to get to the paperwork, trying to get the deal done. He's like, I got this young kid, Kobe. I'm like, okay, Mr. West. And he was that type of guy. I remember the first time I met him, because I'm the elder statesman on the team. And, he was my rook. And I asked him, what do you want to be known for? And I asked him that question because when I first got here, Mr. West sat me down in the forum and said, Shaq, I know you got a lot going on. I know you're a rapper. I know you been party and do all that stuff. And he pointed up. He said, at the end of this, you can be up there with those guys, or you can just be just another talked about story. So now when Kobe came, I kind of sat him down and said, what do you want to be? And at 17, he said, I'm going to be the best player in the world, and off the court, I'm gonna be bigger than Will Smith. Now you know me. I'm like, okay, all right, slow down, slow down, and you know, it was fun, and as I said earlier, our names will always be linked. You know, we talk about who's this and who's that, but I truly believe that we will be the most dominant big, little 1-2 punch ever. That's just my belief. I know a lot of people, and Ken, you like to break it down like it should be broken down by eras. But, you know, it was a sad day for me the other day, and look, I still can't believe it. And to just hear his voice, and like I'm not a big internet guy. I think I watch every Kobe Shaq video anybody ever put up. I watched the Portland Game 7 where he threw me the lob right there. I watched the game where he shot the air balls and I grabbed him. I watched the game versus Indiana where I messed up and got in foul trouble. And on the bench he said, don't worry about it, I got it. Because I know if we go down to Pacers, it's going to be a different series. He told me, don't worry about it, I got it. Said that.
You remember that, don't you, Reggie?